Hello, collective, and welcome to Golden Sherry Tarot. This is your girl, Madam Sherry. I am so grateful that you have decided to check out my channel today for your new moon reading. This video is released on October 16th, but I am pre-recording it on Wednesday, October 14th. And so the energies I'm feeling right now are very drained, very tired. Some of you guys may be looking forward to starting something new, and that is why you have joined me here in this reading to see what it is you need to release in order to make room for the new things that are coming forth to you. So how we are going to do this reading for the new moon is I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck that you have here. And then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty with the tarot cards. And then after that, we're going to do a 1 to 2 card message out of 1 to 2 card message out of the Native Spirit Oracle deck. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to just move these aside here. So where is the collective ending? Where is the collective's energy shifting from? What is the old energy the collective has been carrying? What is the old energy the collective has been carrying? So I did previously already try to record the reading, but it got interrupted. And so, with that being said, I did already have some cards pulled out. And one of the cards that were already pulled out that I remember, especially from this deck, was a round and round card in this position of the observer. So the round and round card essentially is like the Ace of Wands, where or the Ace of Swords, I'm sorry, where you're stuck in your head and you're overthinking some issues or some things or your abilities in life. And so I feel like with the observer card, you are currently now sitting back and watching and observing, essentially evaluating where you have been and where you're going and where you're wanting to be. This is the energy that you are exiting. You are exiting the energy of observing, and you're entering with this observing energy, you're entering this new phase. And with this new phase, it's teaching you, as you're exiting this energy, it's teaching you how to let go. It's time to go. It's teaching you how to let go. You can see here in the faint background back here that you have a door. So you yourself have some kind of new door opening. And with this new door opening and you leaving your current situation, however this is resonating for you, whether it be love, finances, career, besides love, other relationships and partnerships, new projects you have on your mind. It doesn't matter how it relates to you, but you're realizing it's time for you to walk away from this current situation. She's walking away from the situation she is in, and she's moving to a new situation. She doesn't know where she's going. As you can see, it's very foggy. It's clear in a sense as to there is a new destination she's going to, but it's unclear what this new destination is. And because of that, I feel like a lot of us as the collective currently are in the state of wanting to control things that we cannot. And because of that feeling of wanting to control things and wanting to be in charge of things, which is a natural feeling, especially when it comes to our ego or our physical bodies, our physical minds, and the way we physically look at things here in the world. And when we're not understanding that we're more than just the physicalities of our beings, we need to remember as the collective that now is a time to take a step back and to really breathe and really center ourselves. And what's really ironic with this card is yesterday when I was trying to do the reading, and then I had a phone call and I got interrupted and it was late, so I decided to go to bed. Anyways, yesterday meaning Tuesday night. Anyways, this card came out in as a clarifying card in the future, where you're approaching, where your energy is taking you. So it's like some of you guys now, from last night to today, Wednesday, or when you're watching this reading on Friday, in this time frame, you guys are starting to realize that it's about you. It's about taking the time out and addressing you, and addressing how you feel on the inside, what is needed for you to grow and what is needed for you to prosper. And one of those things is walking away from the situation. You've observed a situation long enough and it's time for you to leave it. It's not doing you any good to sit here and keep observing, keep going round and round about this situation. So the Breathe card came out again as your current energy field. And with this current energy field and the Breathe card, is again just a reminder that it's important that you look for the answers within yourself. The reason why I say look for the answers within yourself is at the top of the deck we have card 31, why. And at the bottom we have to be fair, which this card came out yesterday in this position, interesting enough. So breathe. Essentially, the Breathe card is saying you need to meditate. You need to meditate to understand the answers as to why. The reason being is because Spirit is saying they need to be fair. They don't give anybody the answers they are seeking just because they ask. The people that receive the answers they are seeking is because they have taken the time to sit down and be quiet, to sit down and be still, to sit down and look within for their answers and stop looking all about for the guidance. Essentially the guidance that is not going to help themselves as individuals grow and prosper. Now all this energy that we have filling here, or that I'm filling here, is going to lead us to where your energy is taking you, or where the energy is taking us as a collective. And I'm looking at it as a bigger picture here, but you guys are going to be able to resonate on a smaller scale, on a smaller picture frame, in a sense. Okay, so all of this energy is taking you to a place where you have a leg up. Essentially what a leg up means is that your ancestors are helping you to understand what it is you need in order to move forward. You need to take some time out and meditate in order to get these answers, in order to get the that question why answered. You need to take some time out to meditate. Your ancestors, your guides are there to help you. They are going to give you a leg up that others who are not taking time out to meditate and become one with themselves and be more connected to themselves in a compassionate note, they're not going to have this opportunity that you have, because this opportunity is going to bring mending, and it's also going to bring about building blocks, or I was going to say a new foundation or foundational skills. And the reason why I say this is because with the building blocks and the mending, we are in the year of 2020. The year 2020 adds up to 4, and 4 in numerology essentially just means rebuilding foundations, adjusting your foundations, being connected on a solid ground. And this building block here tells me, the building blocks tells me that a lot of us are getting ready to enter the state of building these new foundations. And these new foundations are going to be sturdier than ever, because it's given to us by the higher power. You can see a faint face here. I'm not sure 100% if you can, but there is a faint face here where I'm circling with my finger. And that face to me connects my foundations to God or to the divine spirits, and these divine spirits, God, has given me this foundation that I am now standing on. This woman is now standing on a new foundation, and it's a foundation that she can continue growing. You see all these other colored blocks here. She's able to grow more onto this foundation that she wasn't able to do before because she wasn't healed, she wasn't mended. And because she did this healing work, she did this mending, and it could be mending between a friendship, it could be mending between a relationship, it could be mending within yourself, in your heart chakra, where you find more love and compassion. I say all this to say that you guys are on a path that you want to be on. Not a path that you want to be on. A path that you've always wanted. Now that you're approaching this path, a lot of us are feeling very nervous, very scared, very frightened. But this is a path that we've all asked for. Whether it was consciously or subconsciously, we have asked to be on this path. We have asked to be on this journey because we all have something to provide to the collective. But in order to provide our full, authentic selves, we must mend and heal the things that we are not capable, or we have not been capable of healing yet before. And like I said, once that is done, the ancestors are definitely going to be there to help lift us up, help move us through those choices that we thought we weren't going to be capable of moving through. Okay, so we're going to get into the tarot, and the tarot is going to talk to us more about what we can release, what's blocking us. So far, Spirit says there's a lot you guys can release, and there's a lot that's blocking you. We're going to start with what needs to be healed. I'm going to go with these two cards. So the first two cards that came out, what needs to be healed? And there was actually 4 cards that came out, so we're going to talk about all 4 of them. But first of all, what needs to be healed? You have this burden that you're holding on to, collective. You guys are holding on to something that really truly does not serve you as a person. And it's blocking the way you're able to manifest. So what you need to heal is your feeling of lack. Your feeling of, I can't do this, because at the bottom of the deck, I remember we have the strength card here in the reverse. So you're feeling like you don't have the power, you don't have the strength, you don't have the ability, the agility, the vitality to move forward. But what Spirit is saying to you is, if you heal that feeling of lack, things are going to be very abundant for you. Because what else came out with this card in particular, or these cards in particular, was the Empress and the Ten of Cups. And the way I feel with these two cards is, if you heal this, you are going to step more into a creative, passionate, fruitful, fertile environment, whatever that means for you. And it's going to provide you all your dreams come true. 10 of Cups. Now that's not to say that if you decide, yeah, okay, I was told I need to do this healing, but I don't want to focus on that healing. If you choose not to focus on that healing, this Empress, this 10 of Cups that you're asking for, or that you're wanting, or that you're loathing for, begging for, you've been asking Spirit for this energy right here. And they're saying that what you need to heal is this. You need to let go of things that are not serving you anymore. which is perfect for the new moon. And the thing that's not serving you anymore is the self-doubt, the lack of self-worth. We are very worthy as human beings, but we don't understand how worthy we are because we growing up lose our ability to think godlike in a sense. And I say godlike because God made us in his image, so therefore, I mean, the Bible even says we should act more like him. So if we act more like him, then that's to say we have the ability to create anything that we want, and that we are worthy of all the things that we've asked for. And right now, as the collective, we are not in that state. We are in a state of feeling burdened and feeling overwhelmed and feeling like no matter how much we do or how hard we work, we will not be able to move forward. That is the feeling I get from the collective. And when I say collective, I mean us all, myself included. Okay. What is blocking this healing process? What is blocking the letting go of the self-lack and the self-worth? What is blocking this process? Jeez. Okay. So what's blocking the process of you being able to step in to your self-worth and the feeling of worthiness is the fact that you just want to sit here and wait. As a collective, we're wanting to sit and wait for things to come. We're wanting to sit and wait to harvest these pentacles, but we don't want to put in the work for these pentacles. It is time we start doing the work with the moon card at the bottom of the deck. If we are wanting to do this, if we're wanting to receive this, we are needing to do the shadow work in order to unblock this blockage. In order to actually heal and move forward, we are needing to step into a harmonious place with ourselves. I don't feel like this has really got to do with anybody else but us as individuals and how our individual feelings are affecting us in a collective or as a whole being. But right now I feel that us as the collective, we are wanting to sit and wait for whatever this fruit is. We are wanting to sit and wait. It could be just simply things going back to normal. We're wanting things to go back to normal, but there is not really a normal anymore. We're needing to put in the work to find this normal, and we're not wanting to as a collective. We're frightened to put in this work because we don't know where this work is going to take us. And I just feel Spirit saying we just need to trust, and we need to take a leap of faith, and we need to trust our intuition, essentially, because our intuition lies in our heart. If we're acting from a place of love, which is our heart chakra, then things will flow naturally to us. And now here we have, I was saying all this to say, because of this moon, we often will see secrets coming out. This is a heavy Cancer, Pisces, and Aquarius energy. I think this is more of a Cancer card, but it's heavy of a water sign card, especially, oh, there's no cup, sorry. This is a heavy water sign card because it deals with emotions and the shadow and how we view ourselves as individuals. And it's also about balancing between the moon, which is our dark or shadow-like selves, and balancing between the sun, which is more of our light selves. And we often want to act more in a place of light where we are acting for the greater good of everybody rather than the greater good of self. And ego is connected to the greater good of self, which is also connected to the moon or the shadow side. And it's not terrible to have that. It's just making sure it's at a good balance, so you're not overly acting for self and you're not overly acting for others. Because if we're overly acting for others, we're not focused on making sure us as individuals are good. And if we're overly acting for ourselves, we're not focused on helping humanity heal or grow in a bigger purpose. I say all that now to combine with the Four of Wands. This Four of Wands talks about harmonization and combining and blending. This card could talk about marriage for some of you. Engagements, proposals. I mean, some of the other readings I've listened to as far as October goes, that was a big theme, a heavy theme in October, as well as babies. But that's not what this card is. This reading is about. This reading is about how we can grow and how we can let go of blockages in order to get the things that we are wanting in life, because this is a new moon reading. So during this new moon, something you need to let go of, or something that is blocking you, is the fact that you are codependent on something. You hold on to something to help you grow, and it's essentially blocking you from feeling your self-worth. It's becoming more of a burden than a help, and Spirit says you need to let that go. How can I operate during this new moon in my purest form? How can the collective operate during this new moon in their purest form? How can the collective operate? So usually this card means to, hold on one second. Usually this card means to take a leap of faith. But because it's in the reverse, I feel as if the collective has been acting very foolish in the way that they carry themselves. If we take a second to look and we just look at politics, politics have become very foolish. They are no longer operating in a place where it's good for the whole, the community, the collective. It's definitely become a place where they are operating in a place that is best for self or their group of people. Clarify this full neighbors. Listen, thank you. Clarify this full neighbors. So you have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Fool. So that means that you've been operating, or the collective has been operating in a place of being very hostile and aggressive and angry, which has led to foolish choices. How can we change this around? How can we work through this as a collective? How can we change this around, and how can we work through this as a collective? We can start by taking charge. We can start by taking charge and moving quickly once we do take charge of any particular situation in our personal lives. When I say any particular situation, I mean it's anything that has been weighing on your heart, weighing on your mind, and you have been neglecting it. So we have here the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups means that you've had quite a bit of choices. These choices may have essentially not been good choices for you. You may have made a choice on one of these not so good choices. And because of that, things have been going in a direction that you do not want things to go into. So during this new moon, it is important to release this idea of anger towards self, frustration towards self, and let that go. It's becoming a burden. I say that because the King of Pentacles says that the choice you have made is going to essentially bring good fortune to you in this 3D world. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. This represents heartbreak, disappointment. I'm hearing disengagement and disillusion or illusions. Disillusion. We'll go with disillusion because we had the moon card. With that moon card, that often means secrets, illusions, and I feel like because of this choice or these choices that you did not make a choice of, or some of you may have made a choice on one of these choices that weren't that great for you, and so it's left you in a state where you're heartbroken. Some of you guys made a choice though that was good for you. You decided not to take any of these cups. You decided to leave them right where they were because you felt like a lot of them were illusions. And because of that feeling that you had, now you're sitting in a place of the King of Pentacles where you feel grounded and you feel like you stood your ground and you feel stable and safe in your energy. You guys could be moving into that, like you're wanting to let go of something here. Something that's been weighing on you, and because you let go of that, it's gonna bring you to the state of feeling more grounded, feeling able to take charge of things when they do come at you, and when they come at you full force, because Chariot means that things are coming at you full force. Even if you don't want that energy, it's coming straight for you. It's barreling towards you. Okay, but it's like this illusion or this choice has caused heartbreak or an illusion or a disillusion because it was something that you were not prepared for. It's caused you to go back into your hermit mode where you are looking back within, which is perfect for the new moon. And because you're doing that during the new moon, it's going to help you reevaluate certain things that are coming forward. And it's going to help. And here's the moon again. So that moon just wants to be out. During this new moon, I hear it very clear right now that it's very, very, very important that we spend a lot of time with self during this new moon. We spend a lot of time doing rituals that make us feel good, whether that means it's sitting down and writing, whether it's reading a book, whether it's running outside, whether it's doing yoga or soaking in a hot bath. But I hear that it's very important right now, out of all times, to sit down and do your shadow work. The hermit is out. It's asking you to go inside and find your light. When I first seen it, it was in the reverse. And that tells me that you, as the collective, have been avoiding doing some of your work. There's something that needs to be cleared out, and you're scared to see it head on. You're scared to face it because you're scared of any illusions that you had being dissolved and taken away. You're afraid of what challenges may come forth. And I feel like the challenge right now that is coming forth is just you holding on to this energy is allowing you to act foolish and not stepping into your full potential. You not completing your shadow work is not doing you any good, my dear. You not completing your shadow work is compromising your growth. Okay. How can we as a collective bring peace? How can we bring peace to self? So we have here the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, I feel like you can bring peace to self by not being so ungrateful of the choices that are being presented in front of you. To be more open and have a deeper understanding as to why these choices are being presented to you. And I say understanding because it's going inside and understanding how you feel inside. It's not nobody else's feels. It's your feels. So this Four of Cups is a reminder to you to find the peace you want. You need to make a choice good for you, not for nobody else. A choice that's good for you and your heart and your soul. And you also have the Page of Swords that came out with this. So I feel like you have in some way have already made a choice that you are interested in, that you want to learn about. Like there's a choice out there that you want to know more about, and you're in your head about it, and you're wanting to learn about it. So I feel like with that Breathe card that came out earlier in the reading, this Page of Swords is saying that you need to address those thoughts. You need to write out those thoughts or those things that are circling in your head. You need to write them down, and you need to go learn more. Build more knowledge is what I hear. And by doing all that, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So your overall message here is, during this time of planting new seeds, planting new projects, find the balance between what you need to do to get this project off the ground and running, but to stay in tune to your day-to-day life. Stay balanced. Stay grounded. Stay in this King of Pentacles energy. They're both looking at their pentacles. They're both very concerned about their bread and their chips and their materialistic things, because that's what the pentacles are all about. But he is the driver. He is the, excuse me, I need this done. He's the delegator. She is the nurturer. She is the one that looks at the seeds, that honors the seeds. When a seed is down, she doesn't get in a hissy fit. She looks at the seed and says, what do you need to grow? She evaluates the seed. And the Temperance is asking you to find the balance between these. Not to be too coddly, not to be too, oh, what do you need? But not to be, I need this, I need that done, and this done, and that done. But to find a sweet balance. And that is often the hard part, is finding our sweet balance. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our last card from the Native Spirit Oracle. One to two messages for the Native Spirit Oracle. What does the collective need to hear? One to two messages during this new moon. Messages during this new moon. Okay. So we have Ancient Forest, and I hear get grounded. Get grounded. And we also have Great Mystery. As we work through this time of great mystery, it's important to stay grounded. It's important to stay at peace with oneself. It's important to find the understanding that we carry within and the inner standing that we carry and show without. It's important to take time to sit and hear the whispers of the wind and to decide what the wind is saying to us. It is here and now, when we're grounded, that the answers that we've always been wanting and wishing for, the answers to the great mystery will come. But we need to get one. We need to get grounded, and we need to be stable. Or the answers that we seek will not come. The great mystery will not be answered, as we have not done our work to sit and be grounded and be one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read from the Spirit of the Oracle, or the Native Spirit Oracle card book. I'm going to start with the Ancient Forest and then the Great Mystery. Okay. The Ancient Forest. Your roots go deep, incredible, radiant. Healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. Native Spirit wants you to know, throughout the world, those in indigenous cultures revere what are called the tree people. The powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with nature's spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force, it just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change. Other times it springs from surviving and conquering painful situations. So that was for the Ancient Forest. We are going to read Great Mysteries next. This card here. Have faith and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Believe you've planted your seeds. Now allow the Creator to do the rest. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith that the path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any reoccurring challenges, turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but they will be done. Your native spirit wants you to know. Many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It's the idea that Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Okay, so that has been your new moon reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you stayed as long as it is. but it has been a great joy to do this reading for you. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with others that may find this message rewarding and full of love, light, and abundance. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time on the Golden Sherry Tarot. Peace, love, and light.